This is a college football playoff semifinal at the Orange Bowl. It's the LSU Tigers against the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. Tremendous build-up for this semifinal game. Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines with some of the key storylines. Holly?
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. This team is expected to be here. That's the hardest thing about coming into the game here today and this kickoff. The These are the big dogs. Everybody thought they would be competing for a national championship, but they barely squeaked by in a win last week. They are going to have to be better, eliminate some of their mistakes, and showcase why people thought they would be in the conversation for national champion and play a little bit stronger and better today. It all starts with this opening series and better execution for this team. Guys?
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Dropping back, it's Williams. Bringing pressure. Extending the play now. Passes the 40. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness. Keeps this drive moving.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that.
Takes off in a bootleg. On the move now. Caught behind the line. It's Washington. They'll drop him right there for no gain. That's great defense.
You're trying to get the ball out quickly at or near the line of scrimmage, and you're just hoping that you can find a seam and that the defense won't pursue and tackle well in space. But this playmaker on the outside not able to get loose. That's a good job by the defense and no gain for the offense.
On 2nd and 10, they need a gain here to prevent a third and very long. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the tight end, and it's caught. That's enough to move the sticks and give him a first down at the 41.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a 3rd down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day. When we talk with these coaches, they talk about the key for the defensive lineman, in particular in the middle of that line, is block destruction. Look at him get off the block, and he's able to make a play, this time in the backfield.
Looking to pass. It's Williams. He escapes the pocket. Oh, a throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Once you're outside of the tackle box, you can live to play another down as a quarterback, and he just throws it away. I like that decision. Didn't feel like there was much open down the field.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. Escaping the pocket, now moving to his right. Trying to create here on the move. Oh, what a grab! That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 30 and a first down.
Well, they're able to get themselves off the hook. They put themselves behind the chains, an obvious passing situation, which you know you want to avoid, but they're able to still move the chains. That's a good job by the quarterback, finding the open man and then delivering an accurate pass on time, and he's able to move the chains and create a first down.
Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
3rd and short here in this playoff. It's the 9th play of the drive coming up. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Defense is coming after him. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. Stopped quickly at the 13, but here we are in the red zone.
I love that idea from the play caller, is just get to a slant on 3rd down. Work the inside shoulder of the defender. The quarterback just needs to be on time. What I really love about it, Chris, is it can set up the double move later in the game. Watch for the slant and go. We call that sluggo. That's coming up later.
Fighting off the defender. They'll bring him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 9-yard line.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on 1st down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on 1st.
Tried to bounce it, but couldn't get the quarter. They'll stop him for a loss.
I think the mark of a great defense is not just a defense that can get off the field and create stops, but it's also a defense that builds into those stops. For me, it's negative yardage plays. When you can go out there and create a loss, a tackle for loss, now you're really doing something. They're able to do that right here.
Back to throw. It's Williams. Moves out of the pocket. He throws it away there, avoiding a mistake on 3rd down, and now a 4th down decision coming up. So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The back behind the quarterback now in the pistol. First down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Looking to scramble. That's reeled in. It's Durham. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the 1st down. And 3rd and short to try to pick it up on the ground. Looks like LSU has the 1st down. 1st down here for this offense. Look out, they continue to crank the tempo. Great execution, Joe, early in this playoff game.
Well, Chris, I knew they were going to go fast, but, man, seeing it in person, this is like hyperspeed. And the defense told us they would be ready, but they're not quite ready for this tempo. I really like the execution from this quarterback and wide receiver. Watch as they're on the same page and then on the same timing. If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes, it's got to be framed up and it's got to be thrown on time.
He's looking deep here. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort, but now it's 3rd down.
No. You can't make that throw as a quarterback. The defense is all over that. The eyes are in the backfield. It's zone coverage. They know exactly where he's looking, and he's staring at his intended target the entire time. That throw has got to go in a different direction.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this 1st quarter run out. So it's Washington on top, and the 1st quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the 1st possession. A running play called on fourth down. Did not make first down yardage. A huge turnover on downs. He did not get the fourth down yardage. They go back to the running back, but he gets swarmed. The defense said, not this time, Joe. They were all over it.
Chris, football is a game of adjustments. And finally on this fourth down, this defense adjusts to the running back's success. They find him, they get him down, and that's a huge fourth down stop. This is exactly what pops up on film in preparing for this defense. His recognition, getting into the backfield, stopping plays before they ever get started. Look how fast he recognizes what's going on and then his instincts to go make the tackle.
Scanning the field, it's Williams. Catch made on the right side. He picks up the first down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
That's a good find by the quarterback. These early first downs within the series, they're so important to establish momentum. And now you've got to take that momentum and carry it with you. Try to get this ball down the field and go get points on this series.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Boy, really good job by this defense. Look at him just swarm the ball carrier. He's got nowhere to go. It's just really a no-chance carry for the ball carrier. And a great tackle in the backfield.
Didn't expect to lose 4 on the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Design quarterback run. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback design runs. You've got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield, and there's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Crucial 3rd down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. He's running out of time here. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. Play never had a chance. Defense grabs him for a loss.
Chris, I like the idea here offensively of getting the ball to the running back in space and allowing him the opportunity to make somebody miss. He just couldn't do that. Give a lot of credit to this defense. They're playing with great pursuit and leverage, good tackling in space, and now it's 4th down.
And the punt will go out of bounds, taking the returner out of play. And here comes the Tigers offense back out there. The back's got it. Running with purpose.
This front 7 is so athletic. They're aggressive. They get off blocks here. They're in the backfield, and they create a negative play. I got to tell you, this is going to be a huge key for this game, is this defense and their ability to create the negative play and get themselves off of the field.
Get a timeout now from the Huskies. That's their first. They have 2 more to work with here in the first half. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Dropping back. It's Levitt. On the move now. He's looking to scramble. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. And the Tigers will crank up the tempo. Drop back here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And the ball is picked off. Look out, he's in the clear. Tackled after the return, but a huge takeaway. Could be a momentum shift right there. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Using his legs on the scramble. And they stop him at the 4 after an excellent run.
This is exactly what this defense wanted to do right here, Chris. They told us in our meetings that when this quarterback left the pocket, they wanted to make sure that they were contacting him with physicality and toughness, and that's exactly what happens here.
The Huskies looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies.
This is exactly what you're trying to do, is take advantage of quality situations. And here they're set up with great field position. You walk on the field as a quarterback specifically, and you're telling your guys, we got to punch this in the end zone. That's exactly what they did.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. To throw. It's Levitt. He escapes the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Grab down the middle, it's Harris. Breaks into the clear. Here he goes. Finally tackled out the 19, and just like that, the offense has moved into the red zone. This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. Offense beginning to click on this drive as they try to reach the end zone for the first time today. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Here's the point after attempt. PAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And they'll use the ground game here. And it'll be Smolder right at the line for no gain.
Well, now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And the Tigers now signal for a timeout. That's their first. Strategy session before this third down play.
You know, Chris, football is a simple game. It's about blocking. It's about tackling. And on the defensive side, if you can get off of blocks and tackle well, it's usually going to bode well. Here, a negative play. Great job getting behind the line of scrimmage.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
When we talked with the coaches, they said this was their concern. Their offensive line trying to hold up against this pass rush. And here, right away, they've got the quarterback under duress.
He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. And the punt goes out of bounds. They'll spot it around the 40. So the first play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. To throw, it's Levitt. Looking to make a play deep downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Tackle is finally made, but the gain is all the way to the 24. A positive start for the offense, trying to lean on this elite quarterback, and Joe showing why he's built such trust with his new team this season.
Chris, that's exactly what his teammates talked about, was that trust that he established. He came in and just worked hard. He was one of the guys, and that's what allowed him to become one of the leaders of this group. And now, as an experienced player, that's who they're leaning on.
Second down play coming up. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. And this one is caught. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Yeah, I love the timing here of this out route. Chris, this ball has got to be thrown before the wide receiver breaks. The quarterback understands that, and that's what he sees. It's also imperative that he knows that he's got off coverage from that corner. That corner needs to have what's called deep responsibility. If he does, it's considered.
He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Well, that's exactly what they were looking for in this offense. We talked about the importance of scoring before halftime, and now, Joe, getting the ball to begin the next half, a real chance to build momentum.
Chris, the opportunity to double up, it's so big in these games. This is exactly why you defer if you win the coin toss, so you can have this chance, and it's icing on the cake if you can get the late second quarter score. Now you can go in at halftime, make the adjustments, and come out with your best stuff in the early third quarter drive.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. To throw, it's Williams. He lets it go. That falls incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
Oh, this is going to haunt him the rest of the game. Wide open down the field. The only thing that you cannot do as a quarterback is overthrow this player. You've got to underthrow him, if anything. You've got to get the completion down the field. A big play almost always leads to...
Oh, the pass rush gets home. Timeout taken by LSU, their second. They still have one more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start. And
he's got a crease. Picks up the first, looking for more. And he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race. Inside the 2. Touchdown, Washington. They were not going to catch him that time.
Well, that is just a huge score going into halftime. They take the lead, and they're going to have to kick it off to start the second half. They did not want to create a situation where they took a deficit into the locker room and had to kick it away. So a huge play in this game.
The PAT puts them up 3. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick this away to start the second half. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Well, the key to third down success is being good on first down. And here the defense does a great job on first down, bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
Back to pass. It's Levitt. With the catch, it's Thomas. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. The Tigers come up to the line in a hurry up. So a nice throw by the quarterback. He's had a productive day. He hasn't been perfect. Joe, can he make a play here to put his team on top?
Well, Chris, I think you put it perfectly there.
Got an opening here. Here he goes at the 20. Touchdown, LSU. And they jump on top here in the second half.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Huskies offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Swarm for the pass rush, a sack.
Chris, there's so much emphasis put on 3rd down, and rightly so. That's really the action play of the series. But the 3rd down success or lack thereof, it really happens because of what happens on 1st down. And here, this defense creating a negative play on 1st down is setting them up for success here down the line.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made in space. Look out. He goes out of bounds inside the 45.
Well, you can see the great connection this tight end and quarterback have. And I got to tell you, a great tight end, it's like a warm blanket for a quarterback. Their matchup is always so favorable. It's a big target. They can run, soft hands. And if you've got one, target him. And they're doing that here on the corner route. Beautiful job.
After one explosive play, the offense suddenly moves inside the opponent's foot. He's got some space. Look out. Breaks into the clear. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Huskies. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with the W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
Returner tackle right there. That's what will start the drive. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Back to pass. It's Levitt. Running out of time in the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Durham. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. And the Tigers come to the line in a hurry up.
Chris, you know I love these type of throws from quarterbacks. They stand in there with great courage. He knows he's about to get hit, and yet look at the throw. He's able to get a nice big gain. These are the types of plays that really allow you to be a great leader for your teammates because they look at you and they know you're willing to do whatever it takes.
It's press coverage now from these DBs. Makes the grab. It's Harris. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new 1st down. They go back to the receiver, who's had a really effective game, Joel. So far, the defense really hasn't had an answer for it.
And, Chris, the best part about it is that they're using the RPO, and that's what's forcing the defense to have to try to stay honest. They can't double-team the wide receiver. They can't even bracket the wide receiver because then they would just run the football with that RPO, run-pass option. Beautiful scheme to get him the ball.
A lot of options here on 2nd and short. And they take a shot to try to pick up the 1st down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. A deep shot for the score. A huge connection for a touchdown shows the explosiveness of this offense. A lightning strike for 6 points.
I mean, Chris, that was some impressive throw right there. That is a big-time throw. That next-level scout, he's going to be impressed with what he saw right there. Anticipation, driving the football into that open area. Whoa, I tell you what, this guy is playing some ball.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Washington offense retakes the field here. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. On first down, it's play action. Quick throw to the left. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47. A new set of downs after that completion. To the air, it's Williams. Coming after him. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up. The defense with more pre-snap movement. Gonna run it. It's Washington. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. They lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series. It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Look at a pass here on second down. And the pressure's on. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
The quickest way to impact the passing game is to impact the timing of the passing game. And that's why this defensive staff talked to us about getting to the quarterback. And even if you're not hitting him, even if you're not sacking him, make him feel that pressure. And here he's clearly hurried, and that leads to the incompletion.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. It's a shotgun run call. He's got space. He's in the... here he goes. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run. The Huskies will come to the line to run the hurry-up. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. If you're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
Dropping back, it's Williams. He's got it right near the end zone. Oh, and they bring him down just short of the end zone. They'll spot it at the 1. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Washington. They jump on top now here in the 4th. The Huskies back on top.
That is just a great offensive series when they needed it most, and they set themselves up to allow that run game to just punch it in right near the goal line. That is a great job. I tell you what, execution at its finest.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And here comes that LSU offense back on the field. They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. Some strong run defense there makes it 2nd and 10 now from the 25.
I've always been a big believer that you build defenses front to back and inside out. There is nowhere to go in the middle of this field right now. They're doing a great job of not allowing that offensive line to gain traction at the line of scrimmage. It's a beautiful stop right there. Really nowhere to go in the middle. That's a good find by this quarterback to move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Grab down the middle. It's Green. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now.
Well, it's another first down on this series, and they're doing a great job. This quarterback continues to see the defense really well and get the ball out on time. Now, once you're in the scoring area, you just can't take a sack and don't force the ball down the field.
And here comes a deep shot. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You cannot miss a wide-open wide receiver down the field. That's a big play, a huge play. Could have broken this game wide open. You've got to step through your drop back, and if anything, underthrow that ball. This cannot go over his head.
Dropping back. It's Levitt. That's caught. It's Durham. They get him down, but not before he moves the football to the 32. The Tigers hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
Such a tough concept to defend in zone coverage because of that clear out by the tight end. If that Mike linebacker is able to carry with him, you can exploit the middle part of that defense, and the quarterback just has to read that linebacker, and boom, it's an easy completion for a first down.
Pass play produces just a yard, so now they come up 2nd and 9. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Oh, he's bringing it back. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
He's just been off all day, Chris, and he hasn't been able to recover from these mistakes in these early turnovers, and now multiple turnovers on the day. Again, I've always said, true mark of a quarterback, how do you respond to mistakes? And today, he just has not responded well.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. He'll throw it now. Pulls it in. It's Williams. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot.
You know, for me, this is just too much cushion from this corner. He needs to at least be aggressive enough to be in there to try to break up this out route. He knows that it's a timing pass, but you can tell he's threatened by the speed of this wide receiver, and so he's more concerned with being beat deep.
Tackle, but first down. They continue to lean on the running back. He's had a solid game, and when you're ahead on the scoreboard, Joe, you'll love to be able to just turn and hand the ball off to a guy like this.
Well, Chris, this is certainly their DNA as a program. You're going to try to ride those body blows that you had early in this game to more sustained success later in the game. Look for them to continue to lean into this run game, and as we've seen in previous weeks, that's when they really start chewing up the yardage.
Nowhere to run up the middle. Important second down play coming up. To the air, it's Williams. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Brought down quickly, but a big gain through the air. Ball moves to the 45.
Man, seeing a passing game in rhythm is so fun to watch, and here this quarterback is clearly in rhythm, playing with a lot of confidence, and he gets this ball all the way down the field. It's a nice play by the wide receiver. It's just great execution all the way around.
A spot in the national championship game comes down to the final 2 minutes. Can the offense keep the football and bleed out the clock? Chewing clock with the running game. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play. We have a timeout call by the Tigers. That's their first. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game. Playoff games coming down to the final 2 minutes here. Offense looking to keep the football and secure the win. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the freshman brings him down quickly.
Well, we arrive at the most important snap of the entire game right here, and it comes down to how much trust you have in your quarterback. Do you want to put it in his hands, let him throw the football, knowing that an incompletion is going to stop the clock and really give this defense a chance to put their offense on the field with plenty of time?
Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. He stopped short with that 1st down marker. It's going to bring out 4th and 3.
That is a perfect start to this drive for this quarterback. He's 3 for 3, and now he needs to start locating those wide receivers that are down the field. Find the seams in this defense and push it into scoring territory.
Bit of a gamble here. Offense going for it on 4th down. Ball handed off. Now, he didn't make it. He's going to be tackled short of the marker. A huge stop by this defense. On 4th down, they get the football back here in this tight game. Time winding down deep in this game with a shot at the championship game on the line. Can the offense step up? From the shotgun, handoff inside. Comes down to this in this playoff game. 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Looking to throw. It's Levitt. Looking to scramble now. He's got a crease. And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
That is exactly what you're looking for on offense here in this situation. Inside of 2 minutes, you're down in this ball game. You've got to get 1st downs and stop the clock. And the quarterback does both of those things. He picks it up with his legs and gets out of bounds. Beautiful job.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and claim the lead here in the 4th quarter? And the quarterback will just sneak it here. We get a timeout now from the Huskies. That's their 1st. They'll still have 2 available as we approach the end of this game.
This was just a stalemate. Chris, it reminds me of one of those rugby scrums. You know, they all lock shoulders and then they roll the ball underneath. Look at this. No one's moving anywhere, including the quarterback. No game.
No, he didn't get in. He stopped short. It'll bring up 3rd and goal. Washington using their 2nd timeout here. They've still got 1 more left to work with. Urgency here. Got to cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. Makes a quick grab. Touchdown, LSU. They jump on top here in the final minute.
Chris, there is nothing better than playing great when greatness is needed. You're down. It's inside of a minute. This offense had to have it, and they're able to put it in the end zone. That is great stuff from this group.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. First play of the drive now from the 25. Looking downfield, it's Williams. Here comes the rush. Across the 40.
These are the plays that are really hard to design as an offensive coordinator. You just got to trust the quarterback and his training. He's got his eyes down the field, but when he senses that it's not there, he can take off. And then here's the key. A guy that has a nose for the line to gain and can move the chains. This is just good all the way around.
And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Backed up after the intentional grounding, second down and very long. From the shotgun, drops back. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And is intercepted. And the defense is going to win this game, crushing any chance of a comeback. Now they can secure the W by just kneeling down. The season ends in heartbreak for the offense, but the defense, Joel, makes the play, and they'll move on in the playoff.
Chris, this was an instant classic. Just an incredible football game, and this defense comes up biggest when their best is needed. What a stop right there to secure the win.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. There's the snap, and he just takes a knee. Well, the confetti is falling. They're going to get that trophy. Certainly something important to celebrate. But Joel, these semifinal games are always tricky because they can't celebrate for long. The ultimate game now awaits them.